Hello, this is Ash Thornton of Ash Thornton Tarot. I'm here to provide a tarot reading for the collective. It's mainly aimed at light workers, so people that are out there raising consciousness, raising awareness throughout the world, in whatever job or sphere of life you move in. So it might be that you're not even working. It could be that you're doing, you're just, you could be retired, you could be studying, it could be any sphere. It's just how you interact with other people, and that you are on like a soul path or a mission to spread light throughout the world. Some people might be showing the light, raising consciousness through the artwork, musicality, dance, but it doesn't necessarily have to be just these things. It could be through teaching, which is what I do, mentoring others, anywhere that you're kind of coming face to face with people. Or obviously, if you're doing something like artwork or you're creating something, it might be that how you express yourself through that conveys an emotion or a feeling that enlightens people, helps raise that consciousness. So yeah, there are many ways to explore giving out your light. So you're all very welcome. What I'm going to do today is a 3-card reading and then an overarching message or energy over the reading. Sorry, I'm tired today, so my words are all getting jumbled up. But I did do a bit of channeling beforehand and meditating on your cards, so I've got messages that I want to convey. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. It's just been quite a long day. So yeah, we all get that, don't we? So yeah, I've already pre-shuffled, but I'm just doing an extra shuffle now, and I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite deck. Okay, and just so you know, I do channeling, so I'm an intuitive channeler. That's how I work. So when I'm communicating with people in my teaching work, I'm at the same time channeling messages to them in whatever way that might be. It might just be sort of even just holding space with them, which I'm sure you've probably heard that expression before. It makes them more aware, so they're resonating with you. So they kind of, if you're doing it well enough, you should be able to raise their vibration, raise their awareness. Doesn't always work, of course, but it is better one-to-one if you can do it, because obviously otherwise you're battling a few different energies going on. But if you're dealing face to face with somebody, it's possible to do that, to achieve that, to have a proper soul connection with that person. That's what I do. Anyway, let's have a look what the cards have to say for today. Okay, so we've got some reversals. Interesting. We've got the 3 of Cups again as the overarching energy. We had that I think in the previous reading, or the reading before that. It doesn't seem to have gone away, even though it's been severely shuffled. As I explained last time, it's about celebration, joy, being together, bonding together, and it kind of links in really to what I was just saying about connecting with people, celebrating together, being at one. So here you might have what we call a soul tribe, so people that you really vibe with, and then they could be working with you or just have a similar passion or interest as you. And I think that when you get that kind of connection, you really, it makes the work easy, not easier, but more joyful. You can feel more motivated. And certainly these people seem to be connecting on, not just through the work, but also outside maybe as well. So they may have similar interests to you, similar backgrounds. So it's quite a nice card. You've got the blue in the background, so it's sort of bright, it's cheerful, it's very positive card, and it's in the upright, so I'm going to take it as a positive situation that is coming over the cards. I think like what I was channeling earlier actually is that yes, it's nice to have your soul tribe and to be surrounded by those people, but also don't forget to connect with other people as well, people that you wouldn't always expect that you would connect with. So to keep that open, loving energy with everybody that you meet. And it changes the dynamic. You can build a relationship, and when I say relationship, I don't mean necessarily romantic, but just a relationship with that person by being open, active listening, and asking questions, showing interest in them. So don't be too caught up in having to be in a tribe that is very like-minded. Yes, this is wonderful, it's validating, but also try to form relationships with other people, and then you can build a huge network which can be very, very handy in any kind of work that you're doing, but also just in your enjoyment of your everyday life. You form connections throughout your community, for example, through finding out people, getting to know people, and resonating with them. It's nice. It's a nice way to be. So yeah, that was what I was meditating on before I started the reading. The first card in the spread, so we've got three. We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and also the King of Swords in reverse. So a lot of sword energy, which is all about communication, ideas, and then obviously the Pentacles in the middle, which is more materialism or holding on to something, in particular this Four of Pentacles. So I'll show you the card. Here I've got it upright, so this is the Knight of Swords. You can see he's in a big hurry, a mad dash. You can see reflected in the clouds how this energy is. There's a real kind of hurried energy here, and the warning, I suppose, with this is if you're too hurried, you might miss things, make mistakes, and well, I mean, just like what I was saying earlier, if you're in too much of a hurry, you don't have a chance to really connect with people. You're not going to easily get that kind of bond, closeness. Here they're probably doing quite a slow dance with their cups. This is a completely different energy. It's like a mad dash. So you're not going to be able to get that kind of connection with this. And also we can see that this is like a solo energy, although he's got his faithful steed who looks frightened. So here it's come in reverse. So for me, there's a sense of slow down. It could be that, this is like advice from Spirit that there is no hurry. you know, there's only now. There's a series of nows. Every moment you've got another now. So yes, in society we set ourselves targets and goals, but we don't need to be in this frenetic energy. It's better to dial it down and take your time and build something kind of more solid. Particularly in light work, that's going to be absolutely critical. You're not going to get the achievements. You're not going to be connected to spirit if you're acting in this kind of energy. So dial it down, take your time, savor things. Take that moment to really look at people, really look them in the eyes and really listen to them. And whatever it is that you're doing, it may be that you're dancing, just sort of taking the time, moving with spirit, moving with the universe, feeling, sensing, not just, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do it now, right now, I've got a deadline to meet, Friday. You know, no, Spirit's saying no, take your time. Relax, you've got all the time in the world. It's all a series of nows anyway. That's all we've got. The past is gone and the future isn't here. So let's just take our time and enjoy. I mean, you can't enjoy, like the horse is definitely not enjoying that. In the middle, we have the Four of Pentacles. So here in the upright, you can see that he's clinging on for dear life. He's holding on to what little he has. So we know that we can go up to 10 of Pentacles, and this is only 4. So there's a real sense of, it could be, for me, I mean, some people read it as kind of stinginess or meanness or sort of greed or something like that, but I feel it's more kind of fear-based, particularly with this next to it. There's, you know, it's for me like a sense of, yes, he's racing into battle, but it's not a considered kind of charge. It's a crazy, and it could be a fearful one, and certainly the horse reflects that fear. So I think that here, this holding on, this grasping the pentacle to his heart is a sense, and kind of turning back on the world, gives me a sense of just holding on to dearly for the little that someone has. So Spirit is asking not to be so protective of your energies, not to be so protective of yourself and everything that you have. Maybe you don't need to be so focused on your pentacles, that you need to kind of get out into the world and have an adventure, see what's out there and meet people and really have those genuine connections and make, you know, and work with the universe. It's about, it's not all about materialism and an abundance in this way. It's about an abundance that is spiritual. It's about connections with people, or in whatever way that you're working. So this is in reverse. So for me, it's like an energy of coming out of this, or Spirit is advising you to get out of it, stop clinging and onto the materialism, and you know, move out of that energy. I think it's just so typical of society today, isn't it? It's all about now, do it all now. You've got a deadline, and hold on, grasp on to whatever you've got. You know, don't kind of go out of the box. Don't, you know, look at the wider world. Don't go on that adventure. You've got things to do, you know. And I think that's really negative, and that's not how we should be living. It makes people sad and fearful and depressed, and this is something that ideally you should try not to kind of buy into that energy. I know it's difficult because particularly if you're working for an employer, they still have their deadlines, but you can manage your energy, you can manage your response to that kind of thing. You can have your own agenda, and so you can, yes, you can meet your targets, but you can do it in your own way. You don't have to do it in a crazy frenetic way. Here we've got the King of Swords, so he's in reverse, but I'm going to just show you upright. So this is often associated with the air signs, but I'm not really very focused on signs here. It's more about collective messages to people. So here he's very logical, statistician, I can't even speak, a strategist. And he's, yeah, for me, he's poised, he's ready, he's got his sword raised, so he's, for me, yeah, he's ready for action. He's probably quite tapped in. They don't really normally associate the King of Swords with intuition as such, but you've got the sword raised to the universe, so for me there's still that sense of tapping in, the connection to the universe. But he does tend to be quite logical and intellectual person. He's in reverse as well, so yeah, maybe if we're looking at the other cards, for me there's a sense of, yes, it's good to use your logic, yes, it's good to use your intellect and knowledge in the way that the King of Swords is, but the King of Swords to me is quite remote and isolated, and possibly a little cold, withdrawn maybe, and for me, in order to achieve this, it's sort of quite far from each other really. In order to achieve this, maybe he does need to be in reverse, so sort of again coming out of that energy, and yeah, being more emotional, but not emotional in a negative sense, but more tapped into your emotions and tapped into your intuition, tapped into the universe. I mean, they're all raising their cups to the universe, so there's a real connection with the emotions and the universe, and together as one, they've become like three become one. And so a very different energy to this, where someone is standing in their power, a logical leader, and yeah, so although it has its place, and it is better than this, obviously a king is always better than a knight. You don't want to be in that energy, you definitely want to be more of that energy. But Spirit is saying here that it's not really where you should be right now in what you're doing, whatever it is that you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, but that's the advice. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of a clarifier on this energy. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. What else do you have to say, Spirit? Let's just clarify this King of Swords. Well, there's the first one that's come out is the Four of Swords. So another sword energy. And we've also got the Seven of Swords as well that's come out, but that was in reverse. because that's in reverse, this one's normally connected to lying, cheating, stealing, deception. Someone moving behind the scenes. You can only see them through the light of the moon. There's always a bit of uncertainty, doubt, fear involved. You can see the bird is squawking away. It's in reverse, so I feel like this is coming, the energy is coming out of this type of frenetic, kind of deceptive energy. And there's a healing that's going on now. So she's in a nest, she's cocooned, she's got a heart. It's been taken out, but it's being protected in the nest. So it's still there. I think it has been broken, but it's sort of currently resting beside her, and she's in that kind of fetal position, and she's recovering. So it may be that you've been in an environment that has not been the best. I mean, many light workers would be, in tough situations, tough circumstances. They're moving to heal people or animals or things, and it can be you can be in quite toxic situations with toxic people, and it's important to take time to heal, and also to rely on your soul tribe too. It suggests that you will come out of this healing energy at some point if you are healing. It seems to suggest that it is the case. You will come out of it, and you'll be once again part of the crowd. There is also another card that I drew, which is the Emperor. So he really is, a boss energy. And this was in the upright. So it may be, because this is sandwiched between the healing card and the deception card, it may be that an emperor, a boss, has caused you a bit of strife. Or it could be, because he's in the upright, it might be that he's intervened. So you might have been in this energy and he's intervened, and he has created an opportunity for you to heal. Only you will know your situation. It might be that this is in fact you. So you've taken a strong stand in something, and you're now healing from some difficult period in your life, and you're recovering from it, but you're standing in your power. That's the most important thing. You're strong, you're working out your next move, and you've got a wide perspective, a big picture. So that's and you can actually see here that there's like the universe coming down. So he's going to his crown, so he's got a direct contact with the universe here. So that's really nice, really positive card. So overall, I would say that you've got a positive reading here. It's a positive reading for the collective, but we're all moving in a society that is going through tough times, and it's important. I think the main messages here are standing in your power, taking time to heal and to rest, and then also relying on your soul tribe to support you through difficult times, but also to celebrate the good times as well. And then finally, my final message is to connect with people, connect with others, and they don't have to always be in your soul tribe. You don't need to always be in a gang or a group. Meet other people as well. Okay, sorry, I've probably gone on a little bit too much today. It's not normally quite as long as this, but I hope you found it useful. I enjoyed doing the reading once again, and I'll see you again next time at Ash Thornton Tarot. Thank you. Bye. Bye.